When I was little, I always wondered what it would be like to have a little brother or sister. Would they be the perfect little sibling? They could play outside with me, stay up with me all night and watch movies, and I could teach them how to ride a bike. But but when I would ask my parents if I could have a little sibling, they would give me the same response. My little Sasha is just enough for me. Anyways, after about 10 years old, I just stopped asking because I knew they would just give me that same response every time. Even though I stopped asking 3 years ago, I still always hoped they would change their minds. But now I'm 14 years old and never even think about it. It is now October 1st and a month into ninth grade, and I'm already piled with schoolwork. And on top of that, my mom is a total wreck. She's very moody and fussy, and she's always eating my snacks that I tried to hide behind the cabinets, but she ends up finding them anyway. Every time I would ask her what's wrong, she would start snapping. After I got nowhere with her, I would ask my dad, and he just said she's stressed. So one day, after I came home from school, I flopped on my couch and turned on the TV. Then all of a sudden, I heard my mom and dad open the door, giggling and whispering, and my dad was holding my mom's hand, helping her through the door like she was injured. When I got up from the couch and went to the door to greet them, they were smiling and said to me, "Honey, we have some big news." And then they stopped mid-sentence and exchanged big smiles. "Well, what is it?" I said. "We are having a baby, two actually." I looked at them with big eyes, just watching them smile extra hard. But after I got out the shock, I smiled and said, "Really happy, that's great." Later that night, when I was upstairs in my room, I started thinking how different it would be if there was not only one, but two more kids in this house. I wondered would I be treated differently, when mom and dad loved babies more than me, or even completely forget I was still their child. I knew even as these thoughts they would never happen, but I was still a little anxious. When I got to school the next day, I told all my friends, Claire, Robin, Brandon, and Ty. They were all giving me tips. Each of them had at least one younger sibling. I asked them how it was when the siblings were born. Ty responded, "All my little brother did was cry and poop. He would wake my parents up every 2 hours crying." That's not always true, Ty, Claire said. "Some children are very easygoing. My little brother happens to be very fun back then." To be honest, this conversation really didn't help. It's now 4 months into mom's pregnancy and she's on her second trimester. Her moodiness has stopped and she and my dad are so excited about feeling the baby kick. Her first trimester was horrible. All she did was yell and eat all the food. And the worst thing was her morning sickness. But I tried not to stress over it. School has been good. All A's on my report card for the first trimester. I even got perfect attendance. I was extremely excited. This weekend, my mom went to the doctors and had an ultrasound, and the good news is we found out it's a boy and a girl. The bad news is the boy is bigger and the girl is smaller. At first, my mom and dad were worried, but the doctors assured her that it is nothing too serious. It just means that he would be a little bit bigger than his sister, but they are still very healthy. After we left the doctor's office, we went straight to Home Depot and bought a picture frame for the ultrasound picture, along with some other things for the nursery. My parents agreed on plain brown and white for the furniture and walls, and for bedding, blue for the boy and pink for the girl. We haven't picked any names yet, so for right now, I just refer to them by their gender. It is now May 15th, and it is 8 o'clock in the morning. My mom is in labor. It started at 10 o'clock this morning when my mom woke up my dad saying she was having bad contractions. We packed up the bag and drove straight to the hospital. When we first got to the hospital, mom's nurse made me sit in the lobby until mom and dad got situated. Mom's nurse, Dr. Campbell, is very nice. She is tall with red hair and freckles. Every couple of minutes, she would check my mom's heart rate and asked if she wanted any medicine, but mom wanted to have a natural birth. I don't know why, but I found all the cords and monitors very fascinating. I found myself staring at all the different gadgets in the room until I fell asleep. But then suddenly I woke up to my mom screaming, and I knew she was about to give birth.